Hey everyone, welcome to episode 90-something of the Yarnivore podcast. I am Sadie, I'm your hostess. I am trying to figure out my new tripod. How's that better? I don't know. I dyed my hair, I'm two-tone. Needs some touching up though, because it was the first time I tried to do it and some spots did not get as much color, like right here. Either way, I like it. It works. Really wish I had remembered my little bookie thing that tells me everything. Oh well. So, it's been 2 weeks. I apologize. Husband came home early again last weekend. Not about to look that, gonna take my time if I gets it. So, and I didn't have a lot. I really felt like I didn't have very much to show for myself. But this week I do. So let's start with the finished object, which is my design. It is currently out to test knitters, and I'm looking to release it in probably 2 weeks, as everything falls down over here. It's going to be released in about 2 weeks. When they're done with it, and I've gotten all the feedback, I'll do any updates I need to, and then I will put it on Ravelry for sale. It is called Flying V. It is, yes, that is a Mighty Ducks reference. It is a knit and purl pattern on the front of the sock that looks somewhat like that. Here we go. It's got these lovely V's going all the way down, which I love. And I knit these on a US 1 2.25 millimeter needle out of Cascadia Wildflowers colorway in the Batty Sock Base, Knitter's Nightmare yarn. And yeah, they're awesome. They fit. They're done. I just like, they did what I wanted them to do, and I love it. So now I can wear those. I'm gonna wing them over here. They might make a noise. Okay, so that's what I got finished. There's something that got really close though, and I'm excited to show you. Usually I'm not so excited to show you my Sunset Highway cardigan, which fits in my giant yarn bowl. But oh my goodness, guys, all the stockinette is done. All the stockinette is done. I am at the short row shaping to drop the back a little bit. You can either do it or omit it, but I decided to put the short row shaping in the butt, and then it calls for a certain amount of rows of ribbing. I'm gonna do 2 inches of ribbing either way. And then I just have the sleeve. Oh my goodness, guys. Guys, I can almost wear it. I can almost wear it. That 15 inches is done. 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 So yeah, I'm enjoying that. I have a few more rows of the drop, the wrapping, the shaping, the learn the words, the short row shaping to the back to drop the hem. Almost done that, and when I'm done that, then I just have a crap ton of ribbing, which is okay. I got this far, and that's good. I have a few more episodes of Murder with Friends to watch, so that might get me through this. I also watched Mindhunter on Netflix. I'm in a big serial killer mood, so I've been watching all that kind of stuff. Then, my Desert Vista Dyework socks for May got some love. Not as much love. I finally saw Black Panther. I know, I saw Infinity War before I saw Black Panther. So sue me. And I enjoyed it very much. I see the allure. I see the allure. So, while that was going on, I finished the cuff, the leg. Well, I had a little bit last time you saw it. I did a Fish Lips Kiss heel because I felt like it, and now I'm going to be down the toe. Clearly, I'm going to be cutting it a little close again this month. My sock knitting mojo is shot, but I will get this done, and I will get the other one done. I'm using a US 1 2.25 millimeter needles. I'm going over 64 stitches. This is the Edward Scissorhands colorway, and it's the Viso base. Viso, 75% superwash merino, superwash merino, and 25% nylon. Yay! I look forward to having these on my feet. They are living in my, what is this? This is Zigzag Stitches. She's Canadian. My Zigzag Stitches mini box with French sheep on it, because it works. Throw that over there. We're gonna go see Deadpool 2 tonight, so I'm guessing I will finish that sock and hopefully start the next sock. I'm gonna take a couple of DPNs so that I can just throw the, like if I get to the bottom of the toe, I don't have to Kitchener. I'm just gonna move them onto DPNs and start the next sock. Right. Hopefully what happened at Infinity War doesn't happen again when I'm trying to cast on a new sock. The last thing that got a little bit of work, because I had a couple more episodes of Call the Midwife to catch up on, which is apparently what I watch when I'm knitting on my breathing space by Vera Valimaki. Valimaki? Whatever. Everyone's made one of these. It's beautiful. It's lovely. It looks comfy and big and roomy. And you know me, I don't do form-fitted very well. I am working my way. Hold on. Yes. I told you that those aren't a US 1 2.25 millimeter needles, so we're all good. I am working down the armhole increases, and I am using my interchangeable Knitter's Pride Dreams, I believe. US 4 3.5 millimeter needle. I've got my little Truffle Shuffle rainbow poop with glitter. I'm not sure if you can see that. I can see it, and it's pretty. It's pastel. Usually I don't like that kind of stuff. Two yarns I'm using is this gorgeous stuff, which is Anzula Luxury Hand-Dyed Squishy, which is MCN, Superwash Merino Cashmere Nylon. And then for the stripes, so that's the main color, essentially the purple. And then for the stripes, I'm doing Quince & Company in the Finch base, which is 100% American wool, in the River colorway. I'm having an issue with lighting today. There we go. So, yeah. I want to finish this, but I have to keep track of rows, which can be a little here or there lately. And so yeah, been working on this. Loving this. I mean, you know me, I like stripes, I like Vera Valimaki, I like Hohi Locatelli, I love their stuff, so it's not a big deal. Will you stay? You'll stay. Okay, the other thing that's been going on is I've been spinning. So I was in a virtual knit night like almost 2 weeks ago now, I think, or was it last week? My dates are off. With Tracy and a bunch of other people, and some people went to Maryland Sheep and Wool and some people didn't, but they were talking about fleeces, they talked about fleece processing. I'm like, whoa, I could do some of that. So I ended up getting out all my stuff and doing some fleece processing. So I processed some Jacob, which looks like this. I'm still going through the Jacob. It's going to be a while because I've got a lot of it. So this is the middle color. I'm doing it in gradients. This is the dark color, and then I think I only have one of the really, really light color. Yeah, this is a really, really light color. So, ta-da! And so I'm spinning these or I'm not spinning, I'm carding these bats so they look like that. And then I think there's going to be a couple of them in the shop. I'm going to price them and put a couple in the shop and keep a shit ton for myself, and I just said a bad word, oops. But either way, there will be some in the shop eventually. It's taking me a while because I'm hand processing everything, and then I'm hand carding everything, and I'm going to want to spin some for myself, but it's looking gorgeous, and it's a Jacob Dorset cross. Soft yet springy, totally love it. The other thing I did is in this giant bin, which you can see is full of bats, and there's the thing that tells me what they're made of. I got this bag of washed and somewhat, it was really, I wouldn't say it was carded, it was more picked. like it had been flicked or something, or vaguely like it had been processed and dyed, but it had not been made ready for the dyeing. So apparently I'm just gonna eat the yarn too. I picked this up. It was 14 ounces. I got it at Shepherd's Harvest last year. I was in Minnesota, and it's Cormo, Targhee, and Rambouillet from Dakota Carding and Wool. Paid 45 bucks for it, and I carded it up. Basically, it's a very tweedy. I didn't want to keep all the colors together so much as I just wanted to have fun and kind of like make them go all over the place, because I thought it would be easier for spinning purposes. So it took me a couple days because I have to stop myself, right? So I don't, you know, get like some sort of arm impediment. So I've got this Sterilite full of them, 14 ounces, and I started spinning them. And I'm spinning them on my Hansen. And I didn't want to take it off, so I'm just going to show you on the bobbin. That's what it's looking like. It's rustic. There are neps and stuff, and that's because I chose not to pull them out. I did try to see if I could comb the fiber and process it that way, but it was not behaving the way I wanted it to at all on combs. So I decided to just go with the drum carded, go with the rustic prep, and then I'm doing a modified long draw, backwards long draw, to keep as much air in as I can. I'm going to try and spin it so that I have a DK, or even a worsted. I don't think I'll get as small as a sport out of this, but I'm shooting for that range anyway. I should have enough for a sweater when I'm done. I'm going to make it a 2-ply. So yes, very excited, very excited. So the Spinning Mojo has come back, which has the fiber processing mojo. Like last night, I think I took maybe an hour and a half, and I got another 6 lingerie bags ready to be washed. I do them in batches of 3 right now to get everything clean, because that's the size of everything I'm using. And yeah, they're coming out beautifully, and I'm trying to figure out in my mind what I want to make when I'm done. Like when all's said and done, and I've decided how many are going in the shop and how many I'm keeping, what do I want to make ultimately? And I'm leaning towards a cardigan or a jacket of some kind. The first large fleece I processed and spun was a Jacob, and I made Nora Gowan's Lopum out of it, and I love it still, and it still fits, and it still looks good. It can be a bit big at times, depending on, you know, what time of the month it is, but for the most part, it looks awesome. So I'm hoping I can figure out something like that too. Hard to say. Then I got a wonderful swap package from CQ Handmade, who has her own podcast and is wonderful, and she spoiled me silly. I don't think I brought everything in here, but there's like a notebook and pins, and it makes me want to get a project bag that I want to put pins on, and yarns. So I'm going to show you the yarns. The tea didn't make it very long. I drank all of that. The Stroopwafel did not make it 24 hours. It did not. And I am still enjoying the Hopies, the Hopshires. I can't say it, but they're little chocolate, not chocolate, coffee hard candy. So yummy, so yummy. And I have a friend from back home, and he is, he is, what is he? He's Amsterdam, that area. That's where his family's from, so he's like, ah. So yes, very exciting. I got my first ever undercover otter. I've never had undercover otter. And it is gorgeously Halloweeny wonderfulness. Look at that. And it is the Hack-O-Lantern Special Edition Halloween 2016 80/20 Superwash Merino Nylon. Look at that. jack-o'-lantern, yes. I set it on some double stick tape because I have double stick tape on my desk apparently. Chestnut Cabin 80/20 Superwash Merino Nylon. Netherlands, yeah. Norwegian? No, that's Norway. Netherlands. What are Netherlands? Welsh? No. Wow. I do not know my continents anymore. But this is gorgeous. And this is Love Socks. Do you have a... It does not appear... I don't understand what most of that says, but it's gorgeous and speckly and wonderful. And this is Yippee Yarn Rose Kulik self-striping 75/25 superwash merino, or 75% wool, 25% polyamide. So that's like nylon. By Janine Kamen. Woo! There you go. And it is gorgeous pinks, and this, I want to say, I think it's an orange, or is it a peach? It's an orangey peachy, and that pink is true. Let me tell you, the pink is true. It matches, it could go with my hair. It really could. So that was totally awesome and wonderful, and it made my day, and thank you so much. That was so awesome. It's a great swap. Then, what was it? March, April? At some point, I made a Desert Vista Dye Works order because I got the 30% off, and there's going to be crinkling because I have to open the bags. But I got the 30% off, and I was like, okay, I'm going to stock up because, you know, I've been knitting the socks, and as you knit the socks, you need to get more. So I got this, which is variegated. It's called Dry Bones. And I got it, and I don't know if what I'm going to do, and I have to ask first before I decide this, is if I'm going to split it up and use it for heels and toes, or if I'm going to knit one thing solid out of it. I'm going to have to double check. I got it with the idea that I might be able to do heels and toes on the self-stripings, just to have some change of scenery. But I'll have to double check with Susan if that's okay, or if that's too franken-socky, in which case it's fine. I will just knit socks out of it. Either way, I love it. That's why I got it. I apologize for the crinkle, but you know that means good things are coming to you, or good viewing things. So I picked up Proud as a Peacock. These are all on the Viso base, Viso, which is the 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. I decided to get all those. Sparkle is starting to bug my hands, so I've stopped using it so much. I still like it on occasion, but I'm trying to steer away from it just because it does tend to slice my hands up a little. And this is Proud as a Peacock, which I believe is part of the India colorways. And then we have a Colorful Celebration, which is, this is the celebration of color, you know, where everybody throws the color at each other. I think it's, I forget what it's called, but this is from the India ones. And then she had a set that, or like, you know how she does colorway sets and themes? There's a Pacific Northwest. I can't talk and I can't remember anything. My brain is shot today. And so I had to get some. This one's orcas, because I love whales and I especially love orcas. And I couldn't not get it. I had to get it. The orcas and this other one are the reason I made the order. So I was like, oh no, they're gonna go away. I need to have these. And this is Pacific Sunset. And this is actually what it looks like when there is a sunset. If you look out on the sound, this is what you'll see a lot of the time. So I had to have them. So picked up the Desert Vista Dye Works because it's awesome. And I didn't get any books or anything. I haven't gotten any new patterns, mostly because I've been getting mine to the test knitters and getting that done up. And yeah. I am awaiting more yarn coming in for restock, and then I will be dyeing up some more stuff. Aside from that, I'm just going to be carding and processing fleece, and yeah. If there's any kind of content you'd like to see on here, you could always leave a message either in the YouTube comments or on Ravelry, and I will do my best to address it. I mean, if I remember I did a drum carding video like ages ago, and so I could probably do something about that, or if you'd like to see more about processing, now that I have a tripod and things, I can kind of work it out better. So yeah, if there's some content you would like to see, just let me know. Aside from that, I assume I'm going to be knitting and spinning a lot this week. And yeah, see you guys. Bye.